Good evening folks. If you're new here, my name's Ben and I'm a photographer and videographer here in North Wales. If you're not new here, welcome back. Good to have you. This is my 1 minute review series where I try and very quickly go over all the highs and lows of certain items, mostly camera related, or in the future I might also have some other little bits of tech as well. So this is my 1 minute review of 2 lenses. So I'm actually going to try and give them roughly a minute each, but I'll be talking about each of them together. So this is the Panasonic Lumix 12-35mm GX Vario OIS Mark II f2.8 lens, and this is the Lumix 35-100 f2.8 GX Vario OIS Mark II. So I bought both of these lenses at the same time and they have served me very well. I've been using them with the Lumix G9, which I reviewed in my last 1 minute review, and in many respects these lenses are very similar. In terms of build quality, both of them feel very sturdy. They're fairly lightweight, especially compared to a full frame 70-200 lens or 24-70 lens, but there's still a little bit of heft to them, so you know there's some decent amount of glass inside there. Both of these lenses are fully weather and dust sealed, and I've had these in some pretty atrocious weather conditions and they've never skipped a beat. In terms of build and design, the 12-35 does extend from the barrel as you zoom, but the 35-100 has internal zoom, which I found very handy at weddings getting candid shots. Especially for the size, a lot of guests will have no idea what sort of zoom reach you'll actually have with this lens. Ergonomically, both of these lenses feel very good in hand, especially paired with a body such as the Lumix G9 or the G90. There's a very good balance between the lens and body, although on a smaller body such as the GX8 it may start to feel a little front heavy. There's only one button on each of these lenses, which is to turn on and off the power OIS, which is the optical stabilization. Normally I'd say I'd quite like to see a manual to autofocus switch, but on a focus by wire system we're not even going to bother talking about manual focus. Talking about the power OIS, optical image stabilization, paired with the likes of the Lumix G9, you're actually able to use a combination of both the optical and in-body stabilization through Lumix's dual IS system. You get 6.5 stops of stabilization, which is sickeningly good for both photo and video. Even shooting right out at 100mm, 200mm equivalent, I can take sharp still shots down to a third or even half a second exposure handheld. Both of these lenses have a maximum wide aperture of f2.8, which is constant throughout the zoom range. For a micro four thirds lens, that's a very good constant aperture. It will do you great for everyday shooting out in good lighting conditions, but bear in mind at a full frame equivalent that is f5.6. So when you start shooting dark dance floors and indoor situations like I do for weddings, you can start to struggle, but that's not so much a fault of the lens, more the micro four thirds system. The image quality, the most important thing that you'll get from these lenses, is bang on. Can't really fault it much at all. I love the contrast and colour rendition from these lenses. They look superb. I generally don't really do very much editing colour wise to my images, and the images from these lenses are as sharp as you could hope for really from a micro four thirds system. You may get a bit of vignetting at f2.8, especially at the wider focal length, but I quite like it. But saying that, newer cameras like the G9, they actually correct a lot of the lens distortions straight in camera, right into the raw file. And the bokeh at f2.8 is quite nice, it's quite pleasing, but it's nothing compared to what you'll get on a full frame lens. Overall, bang for buck. I couldn't be much happier with these lenses. As I say, they've served me very well with a pair of Lumix G9s, and I'm very glad that I bought them. These lenses are solid, they're resilient, and they produce great images in both photo and video, so they'll do you well. I will be sad to see them go. MPB are picking them up from me tomorrow morning, but alas, I'm getting new cameras and I can't afford to keep hold of everything. So how did I do? I've been recording for 15 minutes. If you have any questions about these lenses, please do drop a comment down below and I'll be more than happy to answer anything that I know the answer to. If there's any other products that you'd like me to review quickly, then leave a comment as well, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Otherwise, if you want to see more, be sure to hit subscribe down in the bottom corner there, and the notification bell as well. That'll actually tell you when I put new videos out. And if you liked it, give it a like. If you didn't, give it 2 dislikes. So that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you liked it, and until next time, I'll see you then.